I love you, right?
Yeah.
Hi. Do you feel traumatized?
No.
Do you feel like I abused you?
No.
Do you feel like this form of discipline was a lot better than any other form of discipline, like physical abuse that I could have used?
Yes.
You know I love you, right?
Yes.
What's going on, everybody? I'm back with another new podcast. And I want to get right to it today because I know you see the preview and want to know what happened. So we're going to check that out. Plus, we're going to let this woman explain why she did what she did in her own words, in her own videos. So stick around for that. Before we get into it, two things. This video may be triggering for some, especially those with daughters or people that may have had issues with their mothers. And the other thing, make sure you subscribe to the channel and make sure you're smashing that like button. Now let's get right into it.
Because my kid thinks it's more important to be pretty than educated, more important to be a follow body than a leader, right? Okay. I'm not a parent who likes to use physical discipline. Come here, you're gonna learn today, girl. No physical discipline. Mom, don't mom me, no. You had your warning, you had your chance. I told you to listen. I told you stop disobeying my rules. I told you being cute ain't shit if you have no education. I told you stop disobeying me. I told you to listen and do as you're supposed to. I told you to do good in school. I told you to do your daily routine and you yet to even do any of it. And you thought you were disobeying me today and I was not coming to cut this hair off. You're sadly mistaken because you thought being pretty was so much better than being educated or listening to your mom, right? Yes, this is what happens when you don't listen to your mom.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this bitch is a piece of shit. I can't believe you would do this to your own child and think that it's okay. Recording yourself cutting her hair off? And you think this is supposed to teach her a lesson? Clearly you failed as a parent. There's something that you were not doing from the time she was a child till now, and now you're seeing the fruits of that labor bearing itself out. The fruits of you not giving her proper discipline, proper instruction. And you want to know how we can tell? Because you have videos like this.
Go bitch, go bestie. Can't fuck with these hoes cause they messy.
This is exactly why she doesn't listen to you, because you think of her as a bestie, a friend, and you don't have to listen to your friends. She can go to school to find that. She needs a mother, and she needs someone that's not gonna turn that role on and off. And she needs somebody that's going to be emotionally and mentally mature enough to understand what it takes to raise her up into a mature, successful woman. And this is not a part of the plan.
Is TikTok okay? They think you're some type of like victim or something. Like they don't understand that it's really this easy to put a wig on. Like
It's so pretty.
you learned your lesson. Like the lesson was learned, no?
Yeah.
And I warned you before I even put it on TikTok that if you continued with this behavior, because you like the app so much, that I'm gonna cut your hair off, record it, and post it. I told you this from 3 months ago, and I've been telling you every week, right?
Yeah.
So this didn't come as a real shock to you. You were just shocked that I actually finally.
This is why single motherhood is failing so bad. You have one person taking on the role of two, trying to do a role that they are not designed for. She's designed to be a nurturer, not a disciplinarian. That's what the father is there for. He is supposed to be the one that makes sure she sets priorities and accomplishes those things and holds her accountable when that doesn't happen. But you have somebody doing two things, and clearly they're not even fit to do the one role that they should be doing. And her words clearly do not match up with her actions, because she told her daughter that being pretty isn't everything. But here she is on the internet.
Fake bitch, that's what my
So she says to her daughter, being pretty isn't everything. But here she is on TikTok with makeup and eyelash filters, highlighting the one thing she just said wasn't important, her looks. and you wonder why she's not listening to you. It's because you don't listen to you. So why should she? Kids pick up on this kind of shit. You are a failing parent. She also mentions education, but you go on her TikTok page and you don't see anything about that, except for some bullshit video she shared about the SpaceX rocket touching the firmament, and I don't even want to get on that, as well as the FDA banning sea moss when a quick Google search would tell you that that is complete bullshit. But you want to preach about education and you're not educated yourself. Ha! And you really wonder why she's not doing what you said. You are failing. But I don't even want to deal with this woman anymore because I think we understand what kind of shit she's on. But let's let her get this weak ass explanation out of the way on why she did what she did.
I don't know why you guys are on here acting like I owe you guys some explanation. I could care less about the comments. I could care less about the likes. I could care less about the views. Never did this for comments, likes, or views. I did it because I stood on my word as a parent. For a whole year, I've been telling her I was going to do this if she didn't stop doing the stuff she was doing. She didn't believe me. I didn't believe myself. I didn't think I'd do it either. But God's grace, yes ma'am, I stood on my word for once, and I made sure I stood on it. I don't care for the likes. I don't care for the comments. I don't care for the TikToks. I didn't do this to embarrass my daughter. If I wanted to embarrass my daughter, I would tell you guys what she actually did. But I'm not going to do that because I'm not here to embarrass my daughter. She is my kid, and that is between me and my kid. I see some weird comments like, oh, she's jealous of her kid. How the hell can you be jealous of someone who's your twin? She's literally identical to me. Eyebrows, ears, nose, mouth, teeth. Who's literally my identical.
Now, based on her action, I do think she's jealous. Because when I was in the 8th grade, I remember this group of girls that used to hang around each other. And one of them was clearly the pretty girl out of the group. She had a cute face and long hair that flowed down her back. And honestly, I remember her being quiet more than anything. She didn't have that pretty girl, mean girl attitude. But still, the same group of girls that she was hanging around were plotting one day in class on cutting her hair off and sticking gum in it, trying to make her uglier. And it was then I realized just how jealous and insecure girls can be of one another, especially when it comes to looks. And looking back, the funniest part is the loudest and meanest one was also the biggest one. So she probably had the most insecurities and wanted to even the playing field. And that's why I think this mother here is jealous of her own daughter, because she said they're identical. She talked about looks, eyebrows, arches, whatever bullshit she said. She definitely didn't compare any inner qualities. But as identical as you think you guys are on the outside, you're not identical in age. And that's where the problem comes in, because she knows her daughter's best years are in front of her while her best years are behind her. And that is probably what's making her insecure. And that's why she wanted to level the playing field, cutting her daughter's hair off. So now her looks aren't that important anymore. But fellas, this is a warning and a wake-up call to be careful with the person you decide to make children with. But that's gonna do it for this video. So subscribe to the channel, like the video, and if you guys have anything to say, please leave it in the comments below. And until another time, I'll see you guys later.